History has shown that we shouldn't rely on governments to protect us financially. In order to treat people appropriately, you must treat them differently. Recognize that while most people prefer compliments, accurate criticism is more valuable. You've heard the expression, no pain, no gain. If you're not failing, you're not pushing your limits, and if you're not pushing your limits, you're not maximizing your potential. It is far more common for people to allow their ego to stand in the way of learning. The happiest people discover their own nature and match their life to it. Listening to uninformed people is worse than having no answers at all. If you can't successfully do something, don't think you can tell others how it should be done. It's more important to do big things well than to do the small things perfectly. Unattainable goals appeal to heroes. Choose your habits well. Habit is probably the most powerful tool in your brain's toolbox. The most important thing is that you develop your own principles and ideally write them down, especially if you are working with others. I also feared boredom and mediocrity much more than I feared failure. Having nothing to hide relieves stress and builds trust. What you will be will depend on the perspective you have. I came to see that people's greatest weaknesses are the flip sides of their greatest strengths. Beneficial change begins when you can acknowledge and even embrace your weaknesses. You don't achieve happiness by getting rid of your problems, you achieve it by learning from them. Our educational system is hung up on precision, and the art of being good at approximations is insufficiently valued. This impedes conceptual thinking. Remember that most people will pretend to operate in your interest while operating on their own. Don't have anything to do with closed-minded people. Being open-minded is much more important than being bright or smart. Since life brings both ups and downs, struggling well doesn't just make your ups better, it makes your downs less bad. Build the organization around goals rather than tasks. Remember not to be overconfident in your assessments, as it's possible you are wrong. Remember that weaknesses don't matter if you find solutions. You don't want the people you work with to merely pay lip service. The pursuit of dreams is what gives life its flavor. Getting a lot of attention for being successful is a bad position to be in. Don't get distracted by shiny objects. In trading, you have to be defensive and aggressive at the same time. Closed-minded people don't want their ideas challenged. Satisfaction of success doesn't come from achieving your goals, but from struggling well. Logic, reason, and common sense are your best tools for synthesizing reality and understanding what to do about it. God helps those who help themselves. It is more important to understand and deal with the bad stuff, since the good stuff will take care of itself. Money is a byproduct of excellence, not a goal.